We need base tests, conformity tests, and so on. I think that is obvious to most people who work in the industry. We are responsible for the components of our own system, not for other components. I said this already. Then certainly one topic that will be a hot topic to be discussed with the PSAPs. How many false calls can we afford? Because a motorcycle system, certainly, if we have a vehicle-based system, will have more false calls. Because our window is much wider than it is for cars, as far as triggering is concerned. So how do we deal with this problem? Now let's have a brief look at the system components. It's very obvious you need an automatic triggering system, but also we think we need a manual triggering system. That's very important for motorcycle. As you know, being motorcycle riders, bikers go in groups. If somebody has an accident, somebody has an e-call system on his motorcycle, he's got to inform the rescue service. We need the e-call box, obviously, with the necessary software. We need, and that is also an important point, maybe more important than for cars, an e-call button for determination. Because the guy slides down the road, the vehicle is completely damaged, he gets up, gets the dust off his shoulders and says, I'm fine. But the e-call has gone out, so he's got to cancel it. Now the gray ones are very similar to cars. We need an indication, obviously, for the actual status of an e-call. We need the geolocation system, the GPS system, and we need the network access drive, but that is fairly obvious. And, okay, the e-call flag and the minimum set of data needs to go out. Yeah, so far, so good. What did we do from the industry side so far? We have defined minimum requirements, not to a final level, but we have agreement within the industry what's the direction of our minimum requirements. We've defined the open issues. Some of these issues I've told you this morning. We need to evaluate potential solutions, and we have done that in the course of the last, say, 12 months, 18 months. What we still need to do is we have to discuss with stakeholders, and certainly one point is the PSAPs, false calls, for example, but there are other topics. It's ongoing. We need to do research, I mentioned. That's the next step. And we need standardization. We need technical component development, because we cannot just take an existing system from a car, as I said in the beginning of my speech, and put it under the seat of a motorcycle. We need market information. We need series development, production development, which is different from prototype development, and it will take another whatever years. And then finally market introduction. And that is something that is following at a later point. Now that's a pretty obvious thing, but as you see, we are in the middle of this process already. Now, again, our main target, our main objective is to have a robust and reliable motorcycle e-call. We are very reluctant to go for fast food, easy solutions. But because of that, as you can imagine, there's still a stretch of road in front of us. So, thank you for your attention.